Well, today I'm going to show you how to plant the Moringa seedling that you hopefully just got in the mail. If you haven't ordered your Moringa seedlings yet, visit the online store, and as soon as I get your order, I'll ship them out to you. So Moringa is an incredible tree. It's a multi-purpose tree, and it's a fast-growing, drought-resistant tree with extremely healthy seed pods and leaves on it. And really, the best way to experience a Moringa tree is to plant one yourself. So a couple things to keep in mind when planting a Moringa tree. Moringa is extremely hardy, and it can grow in poor soil conditions, and it can tolerate some extreme temperatures. But there are two things that will kill a Moringa tree. Root rot is the first one, and if you are in a heavy clay type of soil where the water sits in that soil and doesn't drain well, it's going to rot the roots out on your Moringa tree. So consider adding sand into that soil when you prepare the site to increase the drainage. So root rot is something Moringa will not tolerate. The second thing Moringa really won't tolerate, it won't tolerate the cold temperatures. And so if you get frosts, expect that the Moringa tree may die back to the roots, and a heavy freeze can even kill the roots as well if the tree is unprotected. So with that in mind, you're going to want to choose a site to plant your Moringa tree. I've already dug a hole here for demonstration purposes. You're going to want to choose a site that gives it some room to grow. Moringa can grow very fast, and you'll be surprised in one season how much you can grow. I planted some seeds earlier this year, and I have trees over 14 feet tall producing lots of seed pods, and that's in one growing season. So make sure you give it some space. When you get ready and you've selected a site and you've got your seedling, go ahead and get some other things. Get a shovel. I've got some chicken compost here. You're going to want to use some sort of compost or composted manure. And if you have ordered it as well, this is the mycorrhiza, beneficial fungi that you're going to want to add to your planting site when you do the transplant of your seedling. So get your seedling, if you've ordered your mycorrhiza fungi, shovel, and of course some water. When you receive your shipping tube in the mail, you'll notice one end has tape on it, and that's the bottom of the tube. Go ahead and just remove that tape. Might be on there kind of good, but remove that tape. And as you do, you'll notice that underneath you'll see a nail. So remove that nail from the tube, and then finally just pull that bottom cap off. And when you do, there you have your Moringa seedling. Your seedling is wrapped in tin foil, and so peel that tin foil off. And if you've noticed that your leaves are a little bit yellow, it has been in the dark for a couple of days being shipped. That's normal. It will green again once you water it and put it in the ground. At this point, I would go ahead and water your tree. Get some water in until you see it drip out the bottom. Get that soil good and moist, and don't squeeze this container to break up the soil. We want to remove the seedling and this soil mass in one piece, and so don't squeeze that at all. That root ball's all in there holding it together if you don't disrupt it. Alright, so we're going to put the tree to the side for now, and you've selected a site, you've unwrapped your seedling. Dig a hole, preferably 1 foot to 1.5 foot in diameter and 1 foot to 1.5 foot deep if you can. I've already prepared this site. I removed the top soil and set it aside, and then I dug the rest of the hole out. And then we're going to go ahead and mix into that hole our compost, or in this case our composted chicken manure. And you can add quite a bit. You can add 10, really up to 40% of compost. And so I'm going to add some in, and then I'm going to put some of the dirt back on. And we're going to keep adding compost adding dirt, mixing it, and putting water into that planting site. So you've prepared the site, you've dug it out, you have mixed the compost and the topsoil in, you've used up to 40% compost, mixing it in, watering it, you've created this loose soil that moringa root is just going to be able to sink down into and really grow quickly from. Now, there's one trick to getting this moringa seedling and this root ball out of this container without it crumbling into pieces. So I'm going to show you how to do that. And take it, turn your container upside down, and hit it against something hard. That will come out in a single piece. Okay, I'm going to put it back in, but that's how you do it. Again, don't crumble and squeeze this container. So once your seedling is loose, take a shovel, put it into the center of your planting site, and just work it back and forth to open up a hole for your seedling to go into. And you can take the mycorrhiza, beneficial fungi, if you have ordered some with your seedlings. This package has enough mycorrhiza fungi in it to treat 4 planting sites. So go ahead and open that package and sprinkle the site with the mycorrhiza, and this is really going to help the roots increase their nutrient and water uptake. So once you put the mycorrhiza in, take out your seedling. We'll put that right into the planting site, and then we're going to carefully close up the ground around it, making sure that we're not leaving any air voids inside. I'm going to take this topsoil we had earlier, some that was left over, I'm just going to pack that around the tree because I don't want the tree to be at a low spot that will attract the water. So we're just going to build a little mound around the tree, and there you have it. That moringa tree is going to do very well in this type of planting site. So thanks for watching. Again, if you haven't ordered any seedlings, go to ahealthyleaf.com, check the online store, and order your seedlings there. I'll get them mailed out to you as soon as you place the order, and you can plant this, what many people call the miracle tree, for yourself and enjoy the benefits of both the leaves and the seed pods. Thanks for watching.